Hi all, welcome to our channel. So I hope you enjoyed last video where we have installed Vagrant on our Windows machine. So we are in sequence and following the future video of that Vagrant. Today we will create virtual environment using Vagrant on our local machine. So without wasting time, let's get started. Wasting time, let me open my editor. I'm using a VS Code editor. You can use any choice of editor you want. So let me run a command vagrant init. So as you can see, vagrant has been vagrant file has been created by running a command vagrant init. Vagrant init is a command that initialize our vagrant. As you can see, there is update is available, but I'm not going to be update this. Okay, our major task is to create and configure the virtual machines. So let me open that Vagrant file. So this is a template Vagrant file that you are seeing. So let me remove the things which are not needed. So let's understand what the file is doing. So this is our syntax for that I'm using version 2. That's why 2 is written here. As you can see, the 2 in Vagrant configuration configures the configuration version. Okay, so for that I am using a Vagrant 2.3.4. That's why 2 is written here. So this is our configuration basic. So we will delete all these things as we don't need and write according to our needs. So team, let's get started and write our first Vagrant file to create a Center 7 machine. And in this, we will also install Nginx node or Nginx server. So let's start it. So I'm using some plugins provided by Vagrant. Before moving further, let's understand why we are using these plugins. So with the use of these plugin, we can sorry with the use of these plugin, Vagrant automatically pull pull the things for us in the etc host files. It will do all the necessary thing like entering the IP addresses, host names in these files for us while creating machines. So that's why we are using these things. Okay, I hope you got a clear idea on this. So guys, I hope you understand about host manager plugins. Now let's create our virtual machines. Creating a CentOS machine. Okay, I just commented. So we are using config.vm define property. So it's define our machine. Let's I want to make it LC Linux CentOS 07 machine. So I can do that. Okay. So once we define, we will work like that. Machine box, VM box. So here I am using Girling Guy CentOS 7. You can use any machine, any box found on Vagrant box URL. I will leave the link of the URL in the video. So next we have to commit word machine host name. Then we are taking the machine dot vm dot network. We are keeping it a private network. You can keep as per your requirement, and will provide IP. IP also in brackets. 160.56.25 or maybe anything you want to highlight as the IP. So this machine network, it's automatically set up by our host manager plugin. We don't need to do the manual entry in the slash etc host files. These two things always taken care by us by the host manager plugin. That's why we are used the host manager plugin. You can see that manage host. So this manage host property will handle all those things. So one last thing we are need to write dot vm dot provision. It will be a shell. It will be a shell, and path, we have to provide the path of our nginx dot sh. So team, this has been created. Let us create another machine. It's having some same properties, so I'm just copying it from up. What we have, we don't have this thing in our second machine. Also, the IP should not be same, and let's change the thing to v2. Sorry, video, and let's change here v2. That's all. That's how we have created a Vagrant file that will install, create two boxes of CentOS 7 having a name LC07, LC07v2. This Nginx of bash script that we have mentioned here. So it might be some typo. Let me fix it. Rename it like Nginx. So in Nginx, I'm doing nothing. We are just updating and installing the Nginx and starting the Nginx server and checking the status. Okay. So team, now it's time to create our machine using Vagrant. So for this, we need to run a command Vagrant up, and it will do all necessary thing for us. As you can see, I have after that we have a folder Vagrant. In this folder we have our machines, so you can see that on the console you can see it's importing our box from the URL. Usually this process takes time, so I'm pausing the video till then. Once the process has been completed, I will back. So team, I'm back. Installation has been completed for both boxes, SCP-01 and other boxes as well. So what I need to show you in this, as in the logs, you can see that Nginx also has been started. Okay, for LCP-07, for which we have read the Nginx to install. Okay, so this is has been completed. You can see print file. So okay, so everything has been completed. Now let's test our machines if we are able to log in or not. So friends, our machine has been created. So let's verify these and let's see if we are able to log in on these machines or not. Okay, so I'm using here normal command prompt. You can use any terminal like Windows terminal, putty, PowerShell, even VS Code terminal as well. You can choose anything to make it connect. So let's connect. By default, we have Vagrant as a user and Vagrant as a password as well. So I'm connecting LC07. So yes, however, it's take some time, but here we are. Vagrant. So as you can see, we are able to log in on Vagrant. By default, as we have login with the Vagrant, so we are in the Vagrant home directory. We can sorry, sudo. We can switch to root directory as well. Issues. Currently, we don't have much things on the box, but that's how we can create our box and connect with our boxes. So friends, we are end of this tutorial. I hope you are able to run the Vagrant machines in your local machines. Okay, so before ending up, let's take a look on the common Vagrant commands. First is Vagrant initiate. So this Vagrant init initialize the Vagrant environment by creating a Vagrant file that we we see in our tutorial. Second is Vagrant Up. So Vagrant Up is used for launching and creating the virtual machines that are defined in Vagrant file that we have also seen in our tutorials. So then the third and fourth command we haven't shown. So the Vagrant Halt. Vagrant Halt is a command that gracefully shut down the running virtual machines. Okay, but they having the preserved states, like they are not completely destroyed or deleted from your local machines. When we need to use them, we can simply use Vagrant up, and the development environment resumes. Okay. However, Vagrant destroy, this command terminates and delete the virtual machines that are created by Vagrant. Okay, and free up all the resources. Nothing will be there. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial on Vagrant, and I also hoping that you got all the required basic details for creating the virtual machines using Vagrantfile and Vagrant. So start testing and start deploying virtual machines on your local machine. We will meet in next video with some new stuff regarding DevOps world. Thanks for watching this video. Please comment me if you find this video interesting or having any query related to this. Please comment. I will be happy to answer you.